Hi guys, we're Tim and Sandy and of course Pablo, and we love travelling around in our 2004 converted Mercedes Sprinter. We have decided to compile a Scenic Rim series for you, which covers quite a lot of southeast Queensland national parks. This week we were exhausted, but we went hiking anyway.
We promised you.
And we were glad we did.
Absolutely tip-top and spiffing.
Get your blues and greens.
It's a rock.
And Tim shows us a bit of archery.
And test it. Yep.
It's actually quite good.
Welcome to our channel, The Sandvan.
Good morning, everyone. Last time we left you and we were at O'Reilly's campsite.
We still are.
And it was, we arrived late and we weren't impressed with the levelling. It's pretty not level. I'll report back and say we did have a good night's sleep, but I'll show you what I mean in regards to this campsite. I mean, it is not flat. I feel like we're in a car park and there's no view. And bear in mind, we're paying $50 a night for this. I think I would have rather stayed on the road for free on the side of the road, because when we camp up, we don't actually sit outside and stuff, especially when it's cold. We just block up the windows and come inside and watch TV. It's not really how it's supposed to be, but obviously when we're with friends, we socialise a little bit more. But yeah, look at this place. It's not very good for the money, I don't think. I think I may be saying something.
Not good value.
It's not good value. But anyway, I think we're going to go up the road and make breakfast in the car park, because that seems more appealing than this hill. Well, we'll see you up there.
Making all the sandwiches. So I was just getting ready for a hike, so it's a bit of a mission every time we go for a hike, because we've got to film as well. So making sure everything's charged, we've got all the cameras we need. The battery's a bit low on this, so I'm going to have to turn you guys off for a second while I change your battery. There you go, put a new battery in here. How do you feel? Fully recharged? Like a good night's sleep, eh? Anyway, just going to make sure we've got all our bits and bobs. We've got our GoPro accessories, we've got our little walking camera, the DJI, this is really good, it keeps it stable, and our walking sticks for when Sandy falls down the hill. Rucksack, sandwiches, plenty of water, away we go.
The hike we're going on today is a 3-hour hike. I don't know if Tim just said that to you. Did you?
No.
Oh, it's a 3-hour hike, and we're going to Moran Falls, Balancing Rock Lookout, and Moonlight Crag Lookout. So when we went on the segways, they took us to a little lookout, but you know, I was expecting to see the falls and we didn't. I mean, you guys did. How was it? But we actually want to see the falls in real life, so we're going to go on this walk and check out some beautiful views.
And we have Sandra as scale to how thick that vine is.
Let me point it out.
We have vines here and here. Look at that. The old strangler vines.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine one of them breaking and landing on you. Anyway, moving on. You say which track it was we were on?
Yeah.
So you already know what track we're on. And it's an absolutely wonderful morning this morning. It's nice and cool, sun's shining. The track's actually not too bad. It's a proper built gravel track at the moment, so we're being spoilt today. So I'm not going to guarantee that we're going to not slip over. We have our sticks.
It's actually a hard grade walk.
A hard grade?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why. I suppose we've been walking downhill for the last 20 minutes. We've got to walk it back up again. So that's probably why it's hard. But at the moment, it seems like we're being very spoilt. Listen to all the bird song in the trees. It's lovely.
Pretty spectacular falls down there. I can see what you guys mean when you were telling me last week. I'm not sure how tall they are. I will put how tall it is on the screen now. But absolutely spectacular.
Maybe we'll show you the drone shot of it again.
Yeah. Insert drone here.
The falls at 80 metres.
Oh, 80 metres, wow.
That's a long way down.
It is a long way down.
This woodland is absolutely spectacular. Some of the trees here, it just reminds me of Lord of the Rings. It's just mad. Look at this one here. This goes on and on.
It's so nice just getting out into nature, and we keep saying that, but it's so important for your mental health as well to get out, and what they say is get your blues and greens, get you out and see the beautiful greenery, beautiful blue skies, get some sun, and it makes you feel so much better. I mean, you're feeling sort of, when you wake up, you feel a bit tired. You just come out and it's so energizing. Recommended. How are you feeling?
Absolutely tip-top and spiffing. Carry on.
I don't think he's using the stick as as supposed to.
We have the treacherous river crossing ahead. As you can see, it is very slippery and dangerous. Let you cross the crossing first.
No, he's sending me across first, just to test it out, to make sure it doesn't break.
It's not going to break, it's concrete.
Slippery.
That's why it's had a sign saying slippery. How was the river crossing, my love?
Perfectly fine.
It's a bit clearer this morning. The same guy's flying. What's all that about?
The same guy's still up in the air.
Ah, is that a cable? No, it can't be. They seem to be very stationary, don't they?
We need binoculars.
Weird. Now we've admired the view once more, for the second time, we're going to carry on to the end of the track.
Well, it's at the end of the track. We're going to Balancing Rock, which is a nice view. I think there's an actual rock balancing on the edge of the cliff. And another lookout. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it on the screen here.
Right, we're now on the part of the track that actually forms the Segway track that we were on in our last little adventure. And we remarked, oh, I'm glad we haven't got to climb this hill.
And here we are.
And here we are, climbing the hill.
Stripping off because my days.
Yeah, it's starting to warm up now.
Bit of a cliff face.
Wow. That was unexpected. There's just so many mountains around here. And gorges. And look how far down that is. Look, the trees are tiny. They look like asparagus. Broccoli, not asparagus. There are trees that look like asparagus. Broccoli is more of
They're not them.
more of a fitting description. We've arrived at Balancing Rock. And it's balancing. And it's a rock. That is all. No, don't poke it, otherwise there'll be nothing for anyone to look at next time.
As Tim said, there's Balancing Rock just behind me. I'm not actually sure how it's actually staying there. It looks, if I pushed it with a stick, it would just literally fall over.
And while we're up here, we'd like to say a big thank you to 54 Degrees North. Alan, we've got your sticker through.
Stickers!
It finally came through. We won't stick it on the rock, we'll find somewhere in the van to put it.
Now We are continuing on to Moonlight Crag, even though I'm exhausted. We promised you. So we're doing it for you. Oh, he's safe.
Someone's got a rock in her boot.
Got a rock on my shoe. Actually 2, 1 in each one.
Really?
Yeah.
Only you could do that. Wow, what a massive rock. Giant. It's getting a bit treacherous now. I almost went down the bank.
Yeah, it's a bit much actually. It's pretty rough. I'm glad we had the sticks. We're actually using them properly, so at least that's a plus. This walk seems very treacherous, and it's not very obvious, the path either. It's I feel like there actually is no path. We're just walking through the bush hoping for some sort of direction.
There is a trail.
Yeah, there is a very faint trail. Might have to keep my All Trails app open.
I don't know if you remember in the last episode we showed you a replica of a plane from the Stinson plane crash. Now, these guys went down in 1931, I think it was. Might be a different time, but I'll get the right time up on the screen. And they had to come across here before anyone had made any tracks. And even with this little track, you know, this is already pre-made track made for us. It's a bit of hard going, but you can imagine, you know, you just survived a plane crash and now you've got to go across 20 miles of countryside with waterfalls and cliffs, and yeah, it's effectively jungle. It's not a very forgiving place. It's very, very steep in places and very, very dense. Anyway, we've just made it to Moonlight Crag. That was a bit fun, a bit treacherous, that little track, and got really, really tight in places. So, you know, if I'd recommend it for a bit more experienced people.
Yeah, there's lots of trees that have fallen over because you remember last week it was blistering wind and rain, and it's affected the trail a lot. You can see they've actually cut lots of trees so we can actually get past.
Yeah, the rangers have been through and done a pretty good job, but it's still quite a lot of you know, tricky areas.
Though. It's half the fun.
Yes, it is, and it was raining as well, so everything's a bit slippery.
So we're here at the wishing tree on the way back to the van, and we wish for subscribers
And to be YouTube famous.
Please subscribe.
Right, back to the van now. We'll see you there. We're back at the van now. We've just done 11k. And we're feeling pretty tired, so we're going to drive to our next park up, and we'll see you there.
Afternoon everyone. So you would have seen we left you off at O'Reilly's, just leaving there. We left there yesterday and picked up Pablo. He was staying with someone because we can't take him to O'Reilly's, and we are now staying at Andrew Drynan Park.
Yes.
She
remembered.
I remembered. Yay! And it is located right next to Mount Chingy. It's a little park that's $10 per person per night. There's no facilities apart from a toilet and some barbecues and some dry shelter for campers that are in tents and stuff like that.
It's set in an absolutely stunning little valley.
It's
beautiful.
So when we got here yesterday afternoon, we just sat, had a relaxing time staring at the beautiful mountains we have in front of us right now, and just chilled out really, and had some drinks. Well, had some tea. Drinks weren't till later. We thought we could film some stuff this morning, but it was raining.
The rain came, yes.
So this morning we have just been sitting and talking to someone from here. We've been talking to someone from the Netherlands. Now he flew into Brisbane and he is cycling, yes that's right, cycling down to Tasmania. If you remember our Tasmanian series, if you haven't seen our Tasmanian series, I'll put a link up here.
It took us 5 days to get there in the van.
It took us 5 days to drive there in the van. And he is cycling down there, and he's given himself 3 months, which I think is a fair amount of time. But he said he's flexible. He can just catch a train if he needs to catch up on a couple of days and stuff like that.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, he's pretty fit. So we're chatting to him this morning. So this is Peter. He's from the Netherlands, and he's travelling from Brisbane to Tasmania on his bike.
Actually, I'm traveling to Adelaide, but
traveling
Tasmania
to Adelaide
is on my
He's on the
path.
list. Yeah.
And I spent the morning, when it was very raining, at this lovely couple. Definitely gonna check out their YouTube channel. It's awesome. And they also got some videos of Tasmania, so I am a bit prepared to what I can expect.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
So here we are. It's now the afternoon. And we have a few little different things going on this afternoon that we'll show you. We want to show you just a few changes we're going to do to what we're thinking of doing to the van. We want to ask your opinion actually, to see what you think.
Yeah, we think she's ready for a refit.
Yeah, well let's go in and show you that. Even though we love our van, there's a few things we'd like to change just to make it a little bit better. Even though we love our bed up high, it's just not practical.
Go on, get up there, love. Vanlife.
You okay there, Pablo? Come up here, mate. See the issue here? I mean, look at all this storage in here. It's perfect for surfboards. But we don't surf.
And all these beautiful cupboards we have. Tons of storage, you say. But they're not very practical. They get in the way. The bed gets in the way. You have to move cushions and everything and hold the blankets down just to get the cupboards open. And we've got these massive drawers. And they're just full of junk. And that one's broken. What we're trying to say is it doesn't work for us. What we would like is something a little bit different.
And to be honest, I feel a little bit cramped trying to work in a space like this. And as we discovered today, we didn't have anywhere to entertain. We had someone over and we had to sit outside in the rain. But we think we have a solution, but we want your thoughts. So this is what we think. We think that we should change the permanent bed to a table and chairs that you can actually convert. So I know you've all seen them, but we're thinking of doing a U-shape around the back and then actually putting 2 runs of cupboards from all the way from, oh actually no, we need the TV. So all the way from maybe here, all the way to the back, and coming out to match the pantry all the way to the back as well. And then we've got 2 under seat storage on each side, plus the little seat at the back. Sorry Pablo, I just punched him in the face. That way we're going to have a lagoon table, or a table that at least we can remove, to have people sitting around, or we can sit and have a coffee and look out the back doors. It's just an idea, and it also gives Pablo running space from the front of the van all the way to the back if we leave him here. At the moment he's only got half the van to sort of stretch his legs.
Yeah.
So that's our plan. What do you think? So we have our pros. We have more floor space, a convertible space, so we'll then have a dining space, we'll then have a comfortable working space. We'll also have storage space we'll actually use. We will have more running space for Pablo, and we can open the back doors and have a coffee maybe in the afternoon.
We'll have access to the storage space whilst in the van.
Exactly.
Without having to go outside in the rain to go round the back to get something to bring back inside and tread loads of mud and dirt all the way through the van. So it's practical in that way, and we have another way of escaping.
Yeah. Although there is some cons, Pablo. There is some cons, so there will be, I guess, less storage space.
You'd have to make your bed every day.
You would have to make the bed every day, yeah. And
That's about it.
So I think, what do you think, guys? Are we going to make the right decision? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from people who have built their own vans, who have, well, even if they've bought their own vans, if they've got a convertible bed. Let us know what you've got and how it benefits you and what you think we should be considering. It would really help us. But anyway, back to the day. So we're still at this site, and it's on and off rain today. So we're just deciding what to do. I think Tim wants to do some archery. He does some archery if you're not aware. But he'll explain that to you if he decides to do it. We're just waiting on this weather. It's not looking the best.
Thought I'd show you something from my past. While Sandy sips on a gin and tonic, I'll show you my bow. Now this is the riser, and these are the limbs. They're rated at 42 pounds, and that's pretty strong for a bow. And let me put it together and I'll show you. And of course you've got a bowstring, and you need a stringer, because you can't just pull it down like a normal little toy bow, because these are 42 pounds, you need to use this and some body weight. So you get your string, put the top loop on, put that down slightly, put the bottom loop on, pop it there, get your bow stringer. This goes on this end, the bottom end first. That goes on there, and then you put your weight into it, then you check your strings in the grooves and test it. Yep, you're ready to fire. Let's go over there.
I've actually never seen Tim arch, as they call it. I don't even, oh shoot. I don't even know what's involved or how good he is. But we did get this, what is this called? A target.
It's an archery butt.
We picked it up yesterday. He wanted to get a bigger one, but I think this is good for the van and to be able to make it portable. I mean, if we're going to convert the van, like we said, we're going to have somewhere to put it, right? So we've got a kayak and now a butt. But anyway, let's go see what this shooting is involved in. Like, I don't know. I've never seen it.
They say sun's out, guns out. I say sun's out, the bow's out. Let's go shoot.
Quite good. Who knew?
It's time for Sandy to have a go.
I've only just shot this once off camera just to make sure I didn't want to kill anyone.
And ready to go?
So, Tim stopped this before. I punched myself in the face, so let's hope it doesn't happen again.
Right, shoot the bow, don't punch yourself in the face.
Do I have my elbow high?
No, keep it, that's a bit, and pull it back as behind you. It's too heavy for you anyway, the poundage. Nice shot.
I didn't hit the target at all.
I haven't picked this up for 6 years, and I'm surprised it still works. Because you know, 6 years in the cupboard and things can dry out and go a bit brittle. That, you know, some of the bits were a bit dry, they need sorting out, but I'm pleased with this.
Do you need to oil it or something, do you?
No, it's the finger tab, which I can't find because you had it. The leather.
He blames me.
The finger tab, which protects your fingers when you pull the string, has gone a bit hard because it hasn't been used for a while, and usually the oil in your fingers keeps it supple. Anyway, that's dried out over the few years that I haven't used it, so it's been quite a while, and I'm really pleased with the new little archery butt. That it works really well, and it's perfect for storage on the van. So maybe you'll see me do some more of this. I'm quite pleased with actually being able to hit the target after all this time.
You look quite good, honey.
Thank you. Everyone will probably take the rise out of me for my form, but it's been a few years and I'm still trying to remember how to do it all again. So it's been good for me to practice while we're out and about. And it's another aspect of van life that we can give to you.
So we will leave you there for this week. I hope you enjoyed our video. Please let us know in the comments actually what you think of our renovation. Do you think we should leave it as it is? Or do you think we should go with the U-shape? Or do you have another suggestion for us? Or we will read every comment, and we really would want suggestions from you.
We don't have the money for a bed that comes down automatically.
Oh, that would be amazing. They're those beds that... Oh.
Engineering wise, that's beyond what we need to do.
I would love that. Who has one of those? That'd be awesome. Anyway, please subscribe to our channel and like the video.
Please leave a comment.
Yay!
Even if you say hi, she did leave a gap this time. Even if it is to say hi, even if it's just leave an emoji, little thumbs up, little smiley face. We don't mind as long as we know that you're there. You are our little sandlings. And we love you all. And if you like the little archery thing and you want to see me do it a little bit more, then by all means, or you can just take the rise out of me for how my form is. I'm absolutely fine with that. Oh, hello, Pablo.
People have arrived, so.
People have arrived. It doesn't like intruders.
We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.